with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. The dogs are going crazy, crazy. Dogs are going crazy. Woohoo! All right, it's enough of my 80s singing. So you wouldn't believe it by my singing that I had a really crappy day. So wasted some more money at the vet today, but I went high dollar, y'all. All right, I didn't just go to any vet. I went to the emergency vet. Okay, none of that. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the highest dollars. So, Velocity. I brought her out of her kennel today. I was hoping that maybe she was out of heat. She was a little quieter. And I thought maybe, it'd been long enough. So I took her out and did a little test with Preacher. I had Savannah hold Preacher and I had her. And she did not flag. She was not acting in any way like she was interested in him. And but she just smelled really bad. So I washed her and kind of, she had a really, really rough heat this time. I mean, usually the first heat's the worst. So there was just a lot of fluid and it was just a very nasty affair. And so that's not uncommon. So I cleaned her up and then I kind of took a Q-tip and just kind of did a swab. And sure enough, it smelled really bad. Very, very just pungent. Kind of like what it smells like whenever they need their anal glands expressed. So anyway, I was like, I don't know, man, that didn't really sound right. Like I just wasn't really feeling it. And so I took her to the emergency vet and they did a swab and she had nothing there, no infection. So it's just me being paranoid. I mean, granted, like I think that that's the only thing you can do, like whenever your dog has something like that, because, a funky smell, with females, the reproductive organs are just really sensitive and you don't want to take any chances. And so it's really better to be safe than sorry. And so anyway, so I took her in and like I said, her I think it's called a smear was clean. There's nothing there. So, so I was really happy about that. Thank God. Upset that I wasted more money, but whatever. It's just the way it is, with dogs. It's just the way it is. It's always a weekend too, isn't it? Isn't that amazing? Hey, don't get aggressive over the bone or I'll take it away. And so anyway, she needs to be, so the reason I started recording is because they were barking and Velocity was kind of displaying some behaviors that I wanted to kind of show you guys, because a lot of people ask me what it's like whenever I reintroduce a dog back into the pack, because there is some friction. Depending upon the dog will depend on how much friction is there, but there is some friction. So, hey, quit. I'm going to take it away. No. So she's doing some guarding behavior. I don't know if you saw that, but she was doing a very steady, what we call, back in the day, we used to call it mad dogging. Why are you mad dogging? So it's where you just give somebody a look like, I wish you would, like you're ready to fight, like I dare you. And that's exactly the look she was giving Blondie there, trying to be possessive over the toy. And so, Velocity's always been a tough girl. And so she's always been a little intense. And so she's cool until she's not. And so you really have to kind of keep an eye on her. And that's why I decided to kind of film this, because since she's been gone, as y'all know, before I put her up, she was trying to run things because Cashmere was put up. And now you can see that she thinks that she's, I will say she's definitely been more submissive, but she's kind of doing this whole thing of like, I want to do what I'm going to do. Don't mess with me. I won't mess with you. And so I'm just going to have to kind of monitor her and make sure she understands that no matter how she feels about things, she's not going to take it farther than what I feel is appropriate, which is, basically just a verbal warning. I don't allow anything other than a verbal warning. So, and she's lucky that, Cashmere knows I'm watching her right now because she's been trying to dominate her. And so she's lucky that I've been doing that, because Cashmere would have been the first one to walk up and take her toy away. Because that's how she is. She's like, oh, you think that's your toy? No, actually, see. See, she's like, no, see, look at her. Step right on over top. She's like, that's my toy, actually. Yep. Yeah, look at her. Yep. Cashmere. You hear that? That growl? So look, so you'll see there how Velocity wanted to come grab it, and she's doing a little bit of appeasement towards Cashmere here, just a touch. So she's being dominant towards Blondie. She gave Blondie a stare, but she actually did a puppy lick towards Cashmere's face. And so anyway, so she's been licking that nasty stuff up, which is good. It's honestly not actually bad like it was, so thank God. But anyway, yeah. And I would just have her put up. We usually have some, I'm not gonna lie, we have some old underwear that we put on her, but I'm not gonna have those on while I have her on camera. So y'all are not fixing to see Mama's old panties on my dog. So, and I don't have those doggy panty things because I don't let my dogs out when they're in heat. I put them up. You know, I'm not gonna there's no point because they get hormonal and stuff. But anyway, but it's not bad. It's really not bad. So if it was, I wouldn't even have her out. But I want to monitor her just in case. I know they said there was nothing there, but Mom's paranoid. So I just want to keep an eye on her. So anyway, but she's actually doing really good. Like I said, the vet was very clear that she picked her up by the waist and there was nothing, no pain, no sensitivity. And she's like, I've never seen a case of pyometria where the dog wasn't guarding that area and wasn't in pain. And she's been eating and she's been playing and she's been doing all those things. It's just the smell. And she said that that female dogs can have that at the end of their heat, especially the first heat. So I had never seen it, but like I said, and I Googled it online. I actually found a couple cases of it, especially apparently with German Shepherds. So I don't know, but it is what it is. So she's all right. And that's all that matters. So poor Liberty over there. She's like, I don't even care. I'm going to bed. Everybody's tired. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. So on another note, emergency vets, man, geez Louise. Let me tell you something. The fees. Like, can somebody tell me why it is that emergency vets charge so much more for the things that they need to do? Like, I can understand if you need to do life-saving surgery, it's obviously a more complicated surgery and you're going to charge more. But why does the actual x-ray cost more? You know what I mean? Why does the exam fee cost more? Like, why does everything... Okay, let's just give them the emergency fee. Let's just say, you know what? It's a weekend. We're going to charge you more for your office visit. All right, that's fine. Why do you have to charge me more for the x-ray? Why does everything have to be double the cost? And it is. A normal vet fee is like $55, and their office fee is like $95, very close. And then I think for x-rays, I think I spent $75 at my vet, and they wanted $300. Does anybody know why it is that they feel the need to charge that much to people that are desperate? Okay, like obviously if we could wait until Monday, we would, because we don't want to pay all that crazy money, but we obviously can't because of the fact that our dog is obviously in dire need of medical help, and yet they have to capitalize on that by charging us crazy amounts of money. Ooh, man, I don't know. I don't know. Do you think that that's a job of compassion? I don't know. Yeah, it's not. And I know ours for sure doesn't offer any kind of program. Like there's no payment plans. There's no nothing. Like if you don't have the money, they'll point you right to that little care credit, little flyer, and be like, well, you can try your luck there. And if you don't have good credit, good luck, because you're not getting it. And you better hope to God that somebody in the lobby's got the money to spot you. Otherwise, they're going to let your dog die.